I have a Clarisonic, so I use that. Ooh, that works my posture. Okay. Get in the shower, come out. I use this Rose Hydration Facial Toner, which, as you can see, is like pretty much almost out, but that's that. It has real rose petals in it, which is very hydrating because I don't have dry skin, but I like the hydrating stuff. I just like the way that feels. Cool. Libation. Okay, so then that's toner. Then I use the Kylie Skin Hydrating Face Mask as my lotion. I don't normally put lotion on because, again, I don't have dry skin, but I just like the way this feels and like to put it under makeup because I use Fenty Matte Beauty Foundation, so like my skin could potentially get a little dry. So I take some of this. It's kind of thick, so I don't use too much. Little baby is hydrated. Okay. Ooh. Before I was so rudely interrupted for my light going off, back to where we were. So I've moisturized my face. She's ready to go. For primer, I love this Smashbox primer. This photo finish, it gives me everything I need. It literally makes everything blur and just feel like you don't have anything on your face. It's great. I need to get my other one, but I'm trying to use the rest of this. So outside, I need to open back up so I can go get my things, y'all. Okay, I'm done. So now that we are primed, see how it just went right into my damn skin? Like, come on. Okay, anyway, so I use Fenty Beauty, of course, because bad girl Raye, and why would I support anyone else? No, I'm kidding. I actually just really love this foundation. I wanted to get the hydrating one, but the guy at Sephora was like, you don't need that. He was like, you don't have dry skin, use the matte one, it's gonna look better. I also just like matte foundation looks, so that's pretty much all I do. But if I actually want to do this, I will try to diversify. I mean, I'm nobody's makeup artist, but you know, I like to try some new stuff, especially now that we are stuck indoors. Ooh. As you can see, I do a finger apply, and then I use this Morphe blender to blend everything out. I've never had to use another color. Sometimes I use 370. And then sometimes I use 340 if I'm like really tan, because it's more of like a deeper, like this is more of like the warmy one, and the other one's like the cool tone. But the cool tone is basically what happens to my skin when I get tan because I'm yellow underneath, so I don't get really red, I get like darker. And then I use a beauty blender. There's no substitute for the real beauty blender, y'all. There's no substitute for the OG. The real one is the best one. And I will, every like 3 months, get a new one. And I wet it before I start using it, y'all. So that way it makes everything stick together and stick to my primer and stick to my face. Yes. See, we already look better. Ooh, we already look better. Thank God. We're looking a little rough. Okay. So I normally use the NARS concealer. I'm gonna sit up straight. Jesus. Normally use a NARS concealer, but I got a little. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty in 340 concealer. Remember how I said I use 340 foundation? This is like when I bought that foundation, I bought the same concealer. I have deep set eyes, so I try to do, you know, as much coverage all down here as I can. Because your girl will have bags. They Gucci bags though, or Fendi or some high expensive bags. I love beer. This is a St. Archer hazy IPA. So if you ever, I love tequila, I love alcohol, but I love beer surprisingly. My dad and I drink beer a lot, so. Okay, so that is the concealer. And then I use, also by Rihanna, Pro Filt'r setting powder. This is in the shade Cashew. I don't know when I became a full-on Fenty Beauty bitch, but like here we are. I need to get another one of these soon. Everybody uses the OG Laura Mercier, which I love, but I just like the way that this kind of makes me a little darker too under the eye. And it gets the job done. It smells fucking awesome also. Alright, ColourPop on the brow. Gotta get in the mirror for this so I can see. I actually tried to thread my own eyebrows due to the quarantine. It wasn't horrible. Didn't exactly work though. Ended up tweezing a lot of my brow. Okay. So, now that the brows are on, I'm literally just gonna brush up. See? This is what does the best for my brows. And then I'm gonna have to brow gel these bad boys because they do not know how to stay in place to save their lives. But then when I do need to fill in certain places, like down here I'll fill in. I use this other pencil in ash brown. It's like not as deep of coverage, if you can kind of see it. Just like it barely adds a little bit of color, so that's why I use it to fill in versus like outlining my whole brow. Or I use it when I'm just doing my eyebrows, because normally if you see me on the regular, it's just my eyebrows. That's all I got on. I don't even have on any type of concealer. That's just my eyebrows. So I use that ash brown pencil and like add a little bit of color, and then I use my brow gel to stick her down. See, they already tried to revert. Had to push them back up. Okay, and I use the NYX Control Freak. This is it. I need to get another one of these too, but those are brows. And then for eyeliner, I just use the e.l.f. No Budge. I use like the drugstore Target stuff mostly. Both has really great products. Even though a lot of the time it's just like in Ulta or whatever. I don't normally use this brush, but it had barely used to wipe off my bake, but the cake's done. We're gonna wipe her off. See how we are just flawless under the eye. Wow. Well, she's cute. I wanted to dip back. Oh wait, that's why I stopped dipping up in here, because it ain't none in here. I loved this OG. It's my Raye palette. I have used a lot of the bottom half. This used to be my bronzer consistently. We'll use a little bit of whatever's left to make it work. Mocha. She's contoured. She's motherfucking contoured. All right. So now that we've done her, we're gonna do our blush. And I'm gonna use a blush from this big ass NYX Beauty School Dropout. My mom got me this a long time ago and I never use it. So now that I have time, I'm gonna start using it. I honestly don't do eyes, really. That's always been a little hard, and I have lash extensions, so like I be trying to mess them up, and now I can't really because we have, who knows how long we will be in this. So, but they have like hella eyes things. Like if I'm doing my friend's makeup, I try to use this one because it has so many colors. Ooh, that was disgusting because it like drew on it. And then I just stuck my finger in this, but here's the face side of the palette, so I'm gonna use this as our blush. There we go, just a little bit of blush. And then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually do a little bit of blending here because the blush gets a little heavy. Just like to look a little bit rosy cheeks, you know, just a little. Because I like to spray and then do the highlighter. So I use this All-Star ColourPop setting spray because baby girl loves it. I never noticed it check me up, so hold it arm's length away, spray, spray, spray. So I've always done that, I've never shaken it first. And then we will wait a sec, let that dry a little bit, just let it dry a little bit. Anywho, I'm gonna use this French toast because I like to be a tan bitch. So we're gonna use a little French toast today. And I use this Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush that's kind of like this. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I use another one I have, but we're using this one today. I didn't do anything. most of my lipsticks because I realized that you can't keep them forever. But this is a pencil that I've got from ColourPop that I love. It's called Obvi, and then we're gonna do the ColourPop Lucky Strike, and it's actually a velvet blur, so it doesn't, it's not too much full coverage, but, oop, okay, can't use this because it's not sharpened. One sec. Okay, so I threw away most of my makeup because you can't keep makeup forever, which I honestly realized recently. I'm using this ColourPop color called Obvi, the liner, and then I'm going to use this ColourPop lipstick called Lucky Strike. It's kind of a blur, velvet blur color, so it's not so full coveragey, which I like because I have big lips and I'm not trying to be all out here like, I mean, I used to wear a lot of colors like green, purple, blue, orange. I used to wear everything, but toned down quite a bit. And that's it. That is the finished product. This is like my normal makeup. I honestly don't ever do anything different, but maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll try to do some eyes or something next time. It's a lot of highlight here. Normally I like wipe the excess off, but it's Sunday, so we will just leave it on. Like, comment, subscribe.